Yeah, I think I'm a reliable two-way defenseman. I like to chip in on the offense, and I think I can be put out there in all situations, power play, penalty kill. Um, yeah, I like to play with confidence. I think that's a big attribute to my game, and I'd like to think of myself as a well-rounded defenseman.
What are some things that you want to try to work on to get to the NHL and play with the Ducks this season?
Um, I think just getting the game back, the game flow. So last year I was in Vancouver. I only played one game, like you probably saw. So it's just getting those reps in and getting the confidence and just kind of figuring out how the game flows in the NHL level and just kind of going from there. But just playing with speed and making decisive decisions and making hard plays and being tough to play against in the defensive zone, and then I think the rest will take care of itself.
Talking more specifically about this year and this past few weeks, I talked to Joel Bouchard after the game in Ontario, and he said that we just need to be overall better. So what are some things that you guys are working on to be better approaching tomorrow's game?
I think it's just our execution, just being consistent for 60 minutes. We had really good spurts of that game where we dominated and had a really good forecheck and closed them off at the blue line so they couldn't get in our zone and got pucks to the net, all the things that you hear players talk about. And we got away from it at times. They had a few grade A scoring chances. It's just about tightening up the game a little bit when we have a lead or when we're trying to get a couple goals back. But it's just having that maturity to understand the situation in the game, where you're at, and how you need to get that next goal or protect that lead.
When you approach games like that, when you see a lull on the bench, I mean, you're a guy who's played at the pro level for a handful of years, but you're also mid-20s too. You're not like an older 35-year-old guy. How do you take that approach as a leader, or is it lead by example? Is it be vocal on the bench? What's your style?
I think it's a little bit of both. I like to lead by example. I think in order to be a leader, you have to lead by example. You can't just be the verbal guy. You have to put the work in and execute what you're trying to get the other guys to do as well. So, I'm gladly accepting a leadership role here. In any form. It comes in all different forms. So, when we get down a couple goals, it's just stay positive on the bench, bringing guys up, keeping the energy up, and just trying to work towards that next goal and keep the bench lively.